Evening. Super excited to be on here to see you today. We're going to be talking about how to trim 10 pounds in 10 days without cutting carbs, without counting calories, without starving, doing weird intermittent fasting or anything like that, and without eating foods that taste nasty like cardboard. And we're going to do it all using doTERRA essential oils and products, okay? So I have some products back here that we're going to be talking about, but first, I want to hear from you. What kind of frustration? Have you ever tried to lose weight before? Yeah, right? What kind of frustrations have you come across in trying to lose weight? I know that some people have mentioned hitting a plateau. So maybe you were kind of like on this right track, things were kind of looking good, and then all of a sudden the scale stopped moving, right? Maybe you've never dieted before and you don't even know where to begin. Maybe you live with somebody who is a food pusher. Anybody live with one of those? You know what that is, right? Where you're trying to eat your, vegan, gluten-free, whatever, and they're like, just eat this donut, Struggles, right? Because food and eating is very social. So it can be very, very frustrating. So I know that sometimes we see people exercise, and the scale still doesn't move. Dawn, you're funny. You have a food pusher. Uh-oh. I think that one's the hardest one. It's hard to be in control when everybody around you is like, just eat, And so there are a lot of common frustrations surrounding trying to lose weight. Now, we have 4 key ways that we can help reduce weight. Number 1 is reducing our toxic load. So let's kind of think about that for a minute. How would we do that? How would we reduce our toxic load? We would want to limit the amount of toxins that we're putting in, right? 1. Number 2, we can use Slim and Sassy. So Slim and Sassy is a great blend for removing toxins. It's also good for reducing fat cells. It helps to aid in digestion. It helps prevent food cravings. It boosts your metabolism. It helps to support good blood sugar, and it's great for mood, right? How many of you have ever been moody when you're trying to change your diet up and eat better? Now, this comes in oil blend, but it also comes in a soft gel. So if you don't like the taste of the oil blend, and you would put 3, start off with 1 drop and then work your way up 3 drops in water 3 to 5 times a day. And that's going to really help with all those things all day long. So we have one girl who just started her program. Day 3, she was like, I am starving. I am like so hungry. And I said, go ahead and take your Slim and Sassy, either drop it underneath your tongue or put it in a shot glass of water and shoot it, or put it in a glass of water and sip on it. And sure enough, she said 5 minutes later, her food cravings were gone. So that's pretty awesome. If you do the soft gel, you're going to actually take 1 soft gel with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay? So those are absolutely amazing tools to have on hand so that we're not getting those weird cravings, our mood stays stable, and we're reducing our toxic load using the Slim and Sassy. So in there is cinnamon, peppermint, grapefruit, wild orange, and ginger. And those really help to boost the metabolism and get your body burning where we want it burnt. Number 2, we're going to make sure that we rest and have adequate stress management. So we know there's lots of studies out there now that show that if you're not getting the right amount of sleep in REM sleep, that you're really just not even going to burn any calories, no matter what you try, right? Because your stress kicks in, and then you're releasing all this cortisol, and the cortisol makes you gain belly fat. So that is not going to work. So getting adequate rest and managing your stress well is amazing. If you do have a whole lot of stress, lavender and basil are great oils to add for that as well. That helps to counterbalance that cortisol as well, which is great. Exercise is number 3 for key ways to help reduce weight, right? So we're told if you want to lose weight, all you have to do is burn more calories, right? Has anybody ever heard that before? Right? You're like, okay, and then you hit the gym and the scale still doesn't move. That's not frustrating at all, huh? It's awful, right? You're like the one killing it at the gym. You're working out the hardest, the longest. You're putting the most effort into it, and the scale is doing you dirty. Not cool. So there's a study that came out in 2013 that showed that Americans exercised the most of any nation. We have the most gym memberships. We have the most pathways for bikes. We have the most runners. We are a nation that is so focused on fitness, right? And yet we are the most obese. Go figure. Isn't that crazy? It's absolutely crazy, right? So is exercise really as big of a key as we think it is? No, but what is? Eating right, right? So if we can control what we're putting in this thing, we can control what happens internally. It's crazy because, our parents used to say, like, you are what you eat. And we're like, yeah, whatever, right? They are so right. So when you eat crap, you feel like crap and your body runs like crap. But if you eat healthy and you put in good food and that food equates to fuel in your body runs like a well-oiled machine, and it doesn't break down. It doesn't have issues. It doesn't get skin eruptions. It doesn't have brain fog. So it's pretty amazing that 80% of how we feel is really determined by what we're putting in, which is absolutely wonderful for us because we all eat, right, all day long. And if we can control and know what foods to put in that are key for your body's benefit, then we have the blueprint of how to maintain good health, how to lose weight, how to ward off disease, how to live healthier, how to live longer, and how to live more energetic, fun, and fabulous, right? So let's talk a little bit about the lifelong vitality, because putting in good nutrition is really, really key. And, like my mom has a full garden in her backyard. She eats really, really healthy. And even though she eats only out of her garden in her backyard and eats really, really healthy, she still doesn't get the nutrients that she needs in order to maintain and prevent disease. So it's very key that we use the lifelong vitality. So the Alpha CRS is wonderful it's all of our plant-based nutrition. And this is the one that actually keeps us young. I don't know if you've ever cut open an apple, you slice it all up, you leave it on the counter. What happens to the apple? It turns brown, right? That's the aging process happening. When we put a little bit of this Alpha CRS in our bodies, that helps to reduce that aging process. That's called oxidization, okay? So that's what is happening to that apple. Oxidization, we know that comes from free radicals, right? And then we have so if you want to be young and have energy, Alpha CRS is the key to that. And then we have the Microplex VMZ, and this is all your plant-based nutrition, all your vitamins, all your minerals, all in capsules, okay? And then we have your Omega 369 fatty acid. This is great for brain health, bone health, hormone health, and for stress management, and for sleeping well, and also really good for cognition. So if you want to remember who you are, when you age, when you get up there, definitely you want to make sure that you're taking omegas. Fatty acids are key. They need to be unsaturated. Monounsaturated fatty acids are the best, and those are key for keeping your brain healthier, longer, and happier. So it's also good for metabolism, bone health, immune function, cardiovascular health, hair, skin, and nails. So definitely if you want to, look good when you age, that's always key as well. Lung and respiratory health, it's totally gentle on the stomach. So if you've not tried this before, oh my goodness, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. There is no risk to trying this. This is phenomenal. I travel all over and I listen to all kinds of doctors and nutraceutical companies that have come out with the latest and greatest, and I've yet to find anything that even comes close to the nutrients that are in here with the bioavailability, because that's really the key. A lot of times we get really good supplements, but our bodies don't break them down. So if you have something that's in tablet form, majority of the time it's coming out the same way it went in, because your body can't get that inhibitor off the outside of it. So really sad that we're just pooping those vitamins out. Not really a good thing for us, right? All right, so what we do is we also use the trim shake. Now I have here the vanilla trim shake, okay? This one does contain whey and vanilla, and so this is 70 calories. You can mix it with any of your favorite nut milks or oat milk. There's, let's see, cashew milk is my favorite. It's the most creamy. We have almond milk, we have coconut milk, we have soy milk, we have pretty much, you name it, hemp milk. We have, there's a couple of new ones that I heard of not too long ago. So you have a wide variety of milks that you can mix this with. And I love it because, we don't have it in little packets, but I like to take it and give it out as a sample and put like a little recipe on that. So it's the vanilla trim shake with some nut milk, an apple, cinnamon, and if you want to put a drop of wild orange, that makes it even more snazzy, but it tastes so delicious. It's like eating dessert. And so what we do is we tell you when you are the most snackiest, when you are like gonna eat the house down, that's the best time to utilize the trim shake, okay? So if you get the most snacky in the morning, like around 11 o'clock, when I work day shift, that tend to be my snacky time, and you'll want, and then it's, right before lunchtime, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Then you can use a trim shake then, and then at nighttime when you want to eat the house down because you're looking for something sweet to help you stay awake or whatever, stress, right? Stress eating, then it's also good to use that as well. So you'll replace 2 of your meals with the trim shake, okay? And if you are vegan or if you don't do well with whey protein, we have a vegan shake, which is pea protein. Now, the nice thing about these two is they contain something called Essentra Trim, and that helps to curb our appetite for a good 4 hours. So remember when I told you about the snacky time, right? That's why we're using that shake during the time when we would want to snack. So we've got 45 people. We have 1 man and 44 women in our Trim 10 group, and every single one of them has lost 10 pounds in 10 days doing this program. Excuse me. And really the key, because you're going to use all of your awesome doTERRA products, but the key is to keeping that weight off is really following your food scan. So we use what's called Biocommunication survey, okay? If you've never seen this before, you lay your hand on there. It reads what's called the galvanic skin response in the body. You are a bunch of electromagnetic energy. That energy gets read, recorded into the software. We get then 2 printouts for you, and I email them right away to you. And one is a list of all the negative foods for your body. So the higher the negative number, the more negative it is for you. Every single item is scaled. And then we have one whole positive list where everything on that list is good for you. And so what we do is we tell you, focus on that positive list, eat as much as you want. There's no counting calories. It doesn't matter how much you eat on that list. You will not gain weight if you're eating on that list, okay? And then we also tell you there's key foods to ditch first. And then when you're doing your 10-day trim, the key is to not really eat any processed foods during that time. Now we understand that life happens and that sometimes you wake up late, you forget to pack your lunch, you leave your lunch at home, okay? You can't go back because you don't have time, whatever happens where life happens. We tell you follow the 80-20 rule. If you're gonna cheat or you're gonna have a little slip up, just forgive yourself, move forward, and get right back on the wagon and on the next meal and just work yourself through it. There's no sense in wallowing in the guilt, okay? That does not serve us, and so we just tell you, just move forward from that and forgive yourself and go forward because you are your best investment. All right, so let's kind of talk about how you're gonna do it. So you're first gonna get your food scan done. You're gonna eliminate those top inflammatory foods. You're going to eliminate all processed foods for 10 days. Okay, that's gluten, wheat, dairy, peanuts, corn, eggs, if eggs are on your bad list. Don't worry though, it's only for 10 days, okay? You're gonna create your meal plan of what you're gonna eat. So you're gonna take your positive list and you're gonna create your meal plan of what you're going to eat instead of what you were eating, okay? So all of these things are gonna be positive for you. Breakfast, lunches, dinners, snacks, okay? If you need help with that, you're gonna reach out to me. I'll help you work through that. During the 10-day trim program, no processed foods, like we said. Artificial sweeteners, nobody should be eating those, okay? This gives your body a chance to really purge the liver. And when you purge the liver, you're able to flush out more toxins and also the weight goes. So that's the whole key, is to boost that metabolism, let that liver really burn, and then you can flush things out, literally flush, bye-bye, be gone, right? Yay, that's exciting. So you'll replace 1 to 2 of your small meals with the trim shake. Use them at your most hungriest time. That's gonna curb your appetite the best and keep you most successful, not having those cravings. Your largest meal should be at lunchtime. Okay, what we do is normally we have like chicken, fish, or turkey or something, and then a heaping amount of vegetables. All the vegetables that you can eat from your positive list, okay? That allows you to burn that meal off the rest of the day. So you're not, because what happens when you eat this big dinner? You're like, oh, I'm so full. Oh my gosh, oh, I'm gonna pop, you know? And then you go lay down. Not good, right? Your body then, you don't repair that night. You are busy digesting that night, okay? So that's not good. So we tell you to eat your biggest meal at lunchtime. You'll notice that you'll have a lot more energy and focus. If you are still hungry at any time, always make sure that you have snacks on hand, okay? Snacks are gonna be like nuts and seeds, fruits and vegetables, dried fruits, berries, whatever that are from your positive list. Anything that you want that is on that positive list, fair game, okay, for snacking. After the 10-day, anything that you'd like from that positive list is all yours. This is a lifestyle change, okay? So we want to help keep you losing that weight. We want to make sure that that weight stays off and that you can maintain that focus. So I've had a wide variety of people in this group, and I've even had some that are like, well, I get bored really easily. The ones that have said that have not had any issues whatsoever. In fact, they've lost significant amount of weight really, really quickly. And they're like, this is so much fun. Like, I just keep coming up with new ideas to put together other foods that I never would have tried in the first place had it not been on my positive list. So that's really been absolutely wonderful. So if you have any trouble with any of the steps involved, please reach out and let me know. I look forward to helping you. And if you would like to go ahead and order your products and get those underway and get your food scan started, there's a couple of different places that you can get your food scan remotely. I am actually in St. Louis. If you are here, I would love to see your face. If you are in another state, that is okay. I still want to see your face, but remotely we can send out a hand cradle and you connect it to your PC and we're able to gather the information that way.